I would say, why don't you get over there? This little red triangle is the leak detector, and if it's turning, it means that there's a leak in the house. This is leaking about a gallon a minute. So over the course of time, it could really cost a lot of money. Well, we're going to replace the toilet. We're going to replace the shutoff valve that cuts the water off to the toilet.
Bringing it to the people who need it the most, as opposed to only the people who can afford the high dollar appliances and photovoltaics and everything. So we figure if we can get it to the poorest of our community, then everyone can have it.
The toilet's in! The toilet's in! Very exciting.
This little tray here fills with water, and then when you flush, it tips the tray out and dumps water, so there's not water filling up this tank all the time.
We are working with homeowners who have very limited income. That's kind of the biggest qualifying factor, but a lot of them are also homebound, disabled, have other special needs that make an even better case for helping them.
A little cheaper, yeah, make her bills a little cheaper. She's disabled and in a wheelchair. She's on a fixed income, so that in that way it helps her out too. The way we found out about this program is through Meals on Wheels.
Well, we work with Meals on Wheels and More of Austin, and they identify clients for us.
One House at a Time assists us in assisting these clients with energy efficiency, water efficiency. So we're able to kind of connect them not only to a hot meal, but to that energy efficiency that's going to help them remain in their home for as long as they can. We do the weatherization program first. They refer it to me, and then I kind of turn around and it's a phone call to Mike at One House at a Time. And so then he basically will go out with his team and kind of do a second audit of what exactly is it that we need to do to kind of assist this client make this home more energy efficient. And they get to it. And it's just beautiful to see it and work in action, all these people working, coming together and putting it on. It's just a beautiful thing to see.
Anybody can volunteer for this project, and anybody can make a difference in this project. So we're really looking at this holistically as what can we do as a nation to reduce the environmental impact and to help people in need at the same time.
The lighting worksheet, and we only have one left to do, and that's the kitchen sink.
Okay, great.
What you doing?
You need some help or no? No, we're good. We were cleaning the bottom of the coil off to increase the efficiency. We have a new dishwasher. Your install?
Set up a gutter feed into the rainwater collection.
They are they're compact fluorescents, but they have a smaller base.
I was concerned about it. Could these people do all of these things they said they're going to do? But they did. They were a great group of people. I enjoyed working with them, and it's turned out great.
They happen to have a roof, a new enough home that has excellent solar exposure. And so we picked them not only to do the energy retrofit, which we're doing today, energy and water retrofits, but also it qualifies for the solar rebates that are provided by the very progressive Austin Energy utility.
The way we go about installing solar PV systems on houses is by inviting the public to attend a workshop where they get to work with professional installers and install a 3-kilowatt system on a home, so that if they're curious, they're wanting to install one of their own, or they're looking for a career change, then they really get that hands-on experience that there's really just no substitute for doing it.
So I want to talk a little bit about the top environmental impacts of consumers, and the One House at a Time program is great because we create a huge difference in the life of the homeowner and the quality of life, and we're helping homeowners who might have mold in their air conditioning systems, or no air conditioning, or substandard air conditioning. And these folks, as you've heard, $20 a month is amazing for them in terms of cost savings. But then we started to look at, we've got 50 volunteers coming out to our events, and what if we could get all those volunteers to reduce their environmental impact?
This is what it is all about. It is about revving up the quality of life for people, doing the right thing for the environment, lowering costs. It becomes very important for you, for each and every one of you, if you take a piece away from what is happening here today and implement it into your own life, into your own environment. Imagine, this is like 30 people standing here, 10 more people coming. So if each and every one of you takes one idea, commits to one idea, goes away, we have whatever we achieve today 40-fold, and that is quite impactful.
Since attending a Nurtured World event, I made a decision to spend the money on change appliances, so I got all new energy efficient appliances for my kitchen.
So some of the changes I made in my life are starting a 20-foot by 20-foot garden and growing as much of my own food as I can, which saves, the average bit of food travels 1,500 miles to your plate, so mine travels about 20 yards now. I've also set up a rainwater collector that harvests 50 gallons of water at a time. The plants love it, and they grow like crazy.
I've changed all my light bulbs to CFLs, and I put in a small garden in the backyard.
Placed our old 2 regular hot water heaters with 1 tankless system.
I've already done a lot of the window upgrades and insulation additions, and coming here today, I realized the vegetable garden is a great idea because we always are going to the market to get something. That's my one main commitment today that I'm going to take home and make happen.
All the participants in a Nurtured World programs, on average, save $2,000 per year and save 2 tons of CO2 annually. So if you take a work event of 40 volunteers or 40 total people that make commitments, you're talking about saving 80 tons of CO2, which is a pretty big impact. And that's really what we're trying to achieve here. It's not just working with the homeowner, but also building community and impacting our volunteers in a very positive, beneficial way.
We've gone to a lot of effort to get as much bang for our buck as we can. There are a lot of private sector companies who pitch into this project to make the dollar go further.
Every time Mike calls and says, okay, we have one more client, do you have another client for us, Linda? I'm like, yes we do, let's go out. So it's just so exciting.
We really want this project to take off, especially in the funding and the community outreach, and so that's why we're hoping that Effie is going to eventually become a part-time paid employee of the program and of the Nurtured World, who's the mothership nonprofit that we work with. That is actually the umbrella over our program.
It's already been 2 years, so I've already seen a couple of clients that have gone through the program. And so every year when you go back, it's like, how's everything working? Oh no, it's great. It's great. And thank you so much. And God bless you. And Meals on Wheels and that organization, that One House. They can't remember the whole name of the program, but it's the One House people, the One House people. And I'm said, no, that's perfect. That's what it is. One house at a time. They're willing to help one house at a time. What it takes to help each client, bring the community together, put the home together, one house at a time.
Very grateful for everything, the work that everybody has come to do.
For me, it's really the smile on the faces of the homeowner when they get that utility bill and they go, wow, that girl was right. My utility bill is much lower. Wow, it really worked. That's what I'm in it for.
I couldn't believe it, really, but it did come true.
We're going to do it one house at a time.